take the first step as domain specific. I think all of you know what is domain specific means. It is a separate one only, because depend upon the domain we have to choose here. That is called as a domain specific. That all means we can use it anywhere. It works with the all the system. But in domain specific, it's not like that. Depend upon your category or depend on your work, you have to decide which one is good for our system here. That is called as a domain specific here. Say for example, we have a lot of OS in our like in computer side, like we have the Windows, we have the Ubuntu, we have the Linux, we have the other also Mac also. So the same program is not executed in all this because it is called as a domain specific. Domain means it works only in a one operating system, that is called as a domain specific. But if we write a program which called as GP means general purpose, it execute in all the OS here. You can execute in Linux, you can execute in Windows, Ubuntu, Mac. So that is called as a general purpose here. Okay, that is the meaning of what is general purpose, what is the domain specific here. So next, so they're given here point as almost the 80% of systems are from the this category only. I told you 60, 70, but 80% of the system are having the core from the first category only. Which one? The general purpose and the domain specific processor here. Nothing but the processor which we use in our systems, which is come from almost 80% of devices are having the this type of processor only. Second one, the processor may be microprocessor or the microcontroller or the DSP. So depend upon your device, or you can say depend upon your machine, you can use microprocessor, you can use the microcontroller, you can use the digital signal processing here. So depend upon where you're using your machine. Are you using in home appliances? Are you using in mobile? Are you using healthcare? So depend upon that, you can use the any one in this. You can use the microprocessor or microcontroller or the DSP. DSP means digital signal processing here. So we'll take one by one where to use microprocessor, where to use microcontroller, and where to use the digital signal processing here. Okay. So first, before that, you should understand this type is very important because the 80% of the embedded systems are having this type of processor in it here. That is the first point here. And second point is you can use microprocessor or controller or the DSPs in your system here. So now we'll take one by one. What is microprocessor, then microcontroller, then the DSPs here. Okay, is that clear? Is that clear? So now we'll take first microprocessor. Okay. So microprocessor is a but it is made up of silicon material. Having a chip of silicon material, on it only we have the our CPU here. CPU means central processing unit here. So which do all the task here. So the microprocessors are made up of silicon material chip, and on that we have the CPU here. So which is capable of performing the arithmetic as well as the logical operations here. Is that clear? So first point is just keep in only 3 points for the microprocessor. The first is it is made up of silicon material. Second one is on this it only we have the CPU, and this CPU is going to perform arithmetic and the logical operations. So depend upon your instructions. So whatever we give the instruction, so depend upon that instruction, the CPU going to work here. It may perform the arithmetic or it may perform the logical here. That is the 3 points in the first line here. Okay. So second here, the microprocessor is a depend in it, nothing but it is not the independent here, nothing but depend upon the hardware the microprocessor used here. First we have to choose the hardware part, then we have to take the microprocessors here. Nothing, why? Because first always it is depend on the hardware part here. So because otherwise both are not set here. That's why first what we do, first we take the hardware. So depend upon that hardware category, we pick the microprocessor here. That's why it is called as a, it is an dependent unit here. Nothing but first you have to take the hardware, then we have to go for the processor here. So below they are given different types of processors in the market here. So first it is starting in the year of 1971. So first it is having a 4-bit only. I think all of you know 1 byte. 1 byte is nothing but 8 bits here. It is the half byte only. So first we started with the 4-bit only in the year of 1971 November. That is the first microprocessor is developed in the market here. So first, it is called as Intel 4004. It's an like version of the microprocessor. It having a size of 4-bit here. And second, we have it's called as 4040. It is also from the Intel only. Next, we have the 8008. It is done in the second next. I mean, in the year of 1972. Next, we have the 8080. So this 8080 is having a 8-bit size here. Next, there one more we get in industry that is called as from the Motorola. Its model is called as Motorola 6800. And then again Intel developed one more that is in the year of 1976. It is 8085 here. Next, one more we get in market that is called as a Zilog, that is Z80, which is in the 1976. But keep in mind the maximum are developed by the Intel only here, because the first is developed by the Intel, so they are doing modifications in the microprocessor and they are developing the new one which should have the highest size here. That is, it may have the 4-bit, then 8-bit, then 16-bit, then 32. So they are increasing the size of the microprocessor here. Okay. So this is regarding the microprocessor here. Next we'll see what is microcontroller here. Same way it also having the silicon material. On that only we have the CPU. Along with this we should we have the RAM and the GPRs here. I think all of you know very well what are GPRs here. We seen in the first model only. These are called as GPR. Then we have the special also. We have the both here. So first point is it is made up of silicon material. Second one is on this we have the CPU and we have the RAM. And along with this we have the two types of register. One is called as GPR. One more is the special purpose registers here. So this is regarding what is microcontroller here. Next, microcontroller are the advanced compared to the microprocessor. So it is called as a, it is a superset of the microprocessor. Nothing but it is a next version. Nothing but which it works more faster than the microprocessors here. That's what it is called as a, it is a superset of microprocessor here. So the first is developed in is called as a 8051. I think you remember we have a model in 8051 microprocessor also. So using that as a reference, we developed the microcontroller here. Which one? It is Intel 8051 here. Okay, that is the base to develop the microcontroller here. Nothing but without the microprocessor, the microcontrollers are not designed here. This without microcontroller, we don't have the microprocessor also. So why we are going for microcontroller big? Because it is very cheap, cost effective, and already these are readily available in market here. These are the three aspects. That's why we are going for the microcontroller. The first one is it is cheaper, cost effective, and already we get these devices in market which are already developed here. We no need to assemble it once again. But if we take the microprocessor, we have to assemble the different devices, because in that we don't have the RAM, we don't have the GPRs also. If you want to add this, again we have to assemble those. But when you come to microcontroller, no need to assemble it. Already it is pre-assembled. We get all those. We get the CPU, we get the RAM, we get the registers which are like special, or the GPR, and also we get the memory also. So we have the total package in the microcontroller here. Okay, so below they are given the differences. So this topic is very important for exam perspective, because sometimes they ask the difference between what is microprocessor and what is microcontroller here. Please, once you go through these all topics here they are given around 10 differences. You just remember 6 to 7, it's enough here. Okay, is that clear? So next we'll go for the DSPs. What is DSP? Means digital signal processors here. By the name indicate, in this we are using only the signals which are received as a digital only. We don't take here analog signals here, only the digital signals only. So it is a very powerful microprocessor which having the size of 8 also, 16 also, and the 32 also. Nothing but these DSPs are evolved from the microprocessor only, and these are used for 8-bit, 16-bit, and the 32-bit also. There is no any, rule here. We can use only for the 16. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. We have to use. We can use for 8, 16, and the 32-bit also. It is compatible with the all the size here. That is byte, 16-bit, and the 32-bit also. Second point, the DSPs are very faster compared to the microprocessor. How much? It is more than 2 to 3 times faster than the microprocessor is. That's why we are using the DSPs instead of microprocessor here. That is because of it having a size, less size, but it is very faster compared to the microprocessor here. And next point is DSPs can be designed for high-speed computational operations, such as all the arithmetic operation. Arithmetic means we can do the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and the division. So you can do the high-speed arithmetic operations. Always prefer to use the DSPs. Don't use the microprocessor, because these are do the very slow operations of ALE here. But when you come to this DSPs, these are very faster compared to the microprocessor while doing the arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and the division here. So those are the 3 types of processors we have in our first. That is first one is microprocessor, microcontroller, then the third is the DSPs. But the microprocessor is the basic for next two. That is for microcontroller also we have the base of microprocessor, and for DSP also we have the base as microprocessor only here. It is like an core, or we can say it as it's a basic component to design the microcontroller or the DSPs here. So apart from this, already we have discussed RISC and CISC. So who don't have this differences, you can take or you can collect the data from here also. I think already given